This is my Sport Around the World project, and I'm doing it on the sport Hornussen, and this is by Tatum Atolsky. So the origin of Hornussen is a traditional Swiss sport, and it dates back to the 17th century from rural areas of the Swiss plateau. Its name comes from the Swiss-German word Hornus, which refers to the buzzing sound of a bee, which is a noise that the puck makes when it flies through the air. The game is believed to have been developed as a pastime for farmers in Switzerland, and it started more as a casual game and then has morphed into a more competitive game. It is considered one of Switzerland's national sports. So the basic concept of the game is for the striking team to hit the noose, or the puck, with the stecken, the bat, and hit as far as possible into the opposing team's field without it being stopped. The defending team waits in the field, and they want to intercept it or deflect the puck before it hits the ground using their shindeln or the paddles. So some of the main rules are there's two teams, usually of about 16 to 20 people, that alternate between striking and defending, or offense and defense. So you want to hit the puck with the bat and get it as far as possible, and then points are awarded based on the distance the puck travels. But the defending team must try to deflect the puck with their paddles before it hits the ground, and if they do that, then the offense will not earn any points. The game is played in a series of rounds, and the team with the highest points wins. And then all players must maintain a safe distance from the people with the striking the puck to avoid injury. So the governing bodies of Hornussen are based in Switzerland, since it is not widely played anywhere else. I'm not going to try to say that word, but we'll call it the ESV, aka the Swiss Federal Hornussen Association, is the main governing body, and it was founded in 1902 to oversee the organization, promotion, and regulation of the sport through Switzerland. So Hornussen is mainly played in Switzerland, but it is also played in Germany and Austria. This is mainly because of the geographical proximity to Switzerland where the game is played. It is also played in certain countries like the United States and Canada that have a lot of Swiss immigrants, and it can be found demonstrated or played at different Swiss cultural events and festivals. So Hornussen is played by a few thousand participants across 270 clubs in the ESV, and most of these are in the rural areas of Switzerland. It's not really played outside of Switzerland, and there's no formal international leagues, but as I said, it is seen at many Swiss cultural events across the world, just no formal leagues across the world. So the players are mainly from rural areas with a farming or trade background. It is a male-dominated sport, but the female participation is slowly increasing. The age range of the players varies from teenagers to older adults, as many people will just play it as a family game. And to play Hornussen, you need strength, precision, and teamwork. Most of the players have strong Swiss ties and have played the game since it's been passed down to them through family members. So two of the main events are the Swiss Federal Hornussen Festival, and this occurs every 3 years, and it is similar to a national championship. So teams from across Switzerland will compete over several days, and this brings in large crowds and a lot of media due to the cultural significance of the event. Then there's also the Canton Championships, which are an annual event that happen in each region where Hornussen is popular, and these events are qualification events for that Swiss festival. And then there's also Canton Championships that happen every so months, and they're also qualifications for that championship. So everything kind of plays into each other. So Hornussen receives moderate media coverage, but it is slowly growing due to efforts to preserve the Swiss cultural tradition. So local newspapers will report on it, as well as regional sports magazines, and this is mainly during their main competition season. Then local TV stations and radio stations will often feature different highlights, different interviews with some of the players, and then game clips. So since Hornussen is more of a niche sport, they do not have very many sponsorships, but they receive support from agricultural companies, local banks and insurance companies, construction firms, places like that. And at a lot of the events and competitions, local businesses will provide financial support, the prizes, the food, gear, etc. And then many of the different clubs will receive financial support, team uniforms, venue support from sponsors. So licensed manufacturers produce and sell the Strecken, which is the bat, the noose, which is the puck, and the Schindel, which is the defensive boards. And they all have to adhere to the regulations. And then helmets, gloves, and other protective gear is also licensed and branded. And then their licensed jerseys featuring club logos are often sold to fans, as well as other apparel like t-shirts, hats, and souvenirs. So this is a quick video kind of explaining how to play.
Today in our Sports Encyclopedia series, we talk about Hornussen. So let's begin. Hornussen, which loosely translates into farmer's golf, is a traditional Swiss sport that originated in the 17th century. This game is a variation of golf that involves players playing with a bat and a hornet. The basic objective of the game for each player is to score more points than the opponent. How to play Hornussen? Hornussen is a team sport in which two teams compete against each other. The game is played in an open area with as few obstacles as possible. The equipment used in the game is a sloped batting stand made of metal where the rubber hornet is mounted. The hornet is struck using the bat. The bat consists of two parts, a cylindrical metal object where the hornet is stuck, and a long flexible stick made of synthetic plastic, which players grip on for the swing. The basic aim for the player is to strike the puck as far as possible to get points. All the teams strike the hornet in alternative turns. After one team has struck the hornet, the players of the opposing team stand around the landing area and try to strike down the hornet with a wooden paddle. It is allowed for the players to throw their paddles in the air, aiming for the hornet in an attempt to block it. The distance after which the hornet finally lands on the ground is calculated. The strike is only considered legal if the hornet directly falls on the ground without any contact from the opposing team. How to win in Hornussen? A match is played for a set duration of 3 hours. At the end of the match, the team that scores the most points is declared as the winner. Friends, this is just an overview of the game, but if you'd like to know more about the rules of Hornussen, comment.
And that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation in the video and learned a little bit more about the sport Hornussen. Thank you.